Hello guys, kamusta? I am Batas Gamer, and a little bit of introduction. I am a first year law student who is praying that he is going to advance to second year. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about slander by deed. So I am going to introduce our sim for today. His name is Berto Panopio. He is a family guy, but materialistic and overly confident. But what he doesn't know is that today he is going to commit the crime of slander by deed. Although it is outside his will, but sorry, Berto, I have to make this. So, yeah, let us now go to the legal basis of slander by deed. You can find the legal basis in Article 359 of the Revised Penal Code, in which it provides that the penalty of arresto mayor in its maximum period to prisión correccional in its minimum period, or a fine ranging from 20,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos, shall be imposed upon any person who shall perform any act not included and punished in this title, which shall cast dishonor, discredit, or contempt upon another person. If said act is not of a serious nature, the penalty shall be arresto menor, or a fine not exceeding 20,000 pesos. And that is it. That is our legal basis for slander by deed. But if we are going to the more simpler definition, slander by deed is a crime against honor which is committed by performing any act which casts dishonor, discredit, or contempt upon another person. That's it. That's the most simplest definition that you can say to another human being if they ask what is slander by deed. To further discuss Article 359, we should go to the elements of slander by deed. The elements of slander by deed should be present, and if either one of them is not around, it can mean that the crime is not slander by deed or there is no crime at all. So the first crime is that the offender performs any acts not included in any other crimes against honor. The second one is that such act is performed in the presence of other person or persons. And the third one is that such act casts dishonor, discredit, or contempt upon the offended party. So Berto will now perform a series of acts. I will be making Berto do mean things, so you should observe closely as to what is the particular act that Berto did in which all the elements of slumber by deed exist. You could also try and see what other crimes did Berto commit in this video. You should put it in the comments below after you have watched the video. And here he is, our first guinea pig, Travis Scott. He is going to be the injured party and the focus of our felonious act. Sorry, Scott. Let's now get this party started. Okay, so we should raise the main interaction between Berto and Travis here. And I think the first thing to do would be to imply that Travis's mother is a llama. That's right, Travis, your mother is a llama. It's a very high insult here in the Sims universe. So, as they try their poor attempts in friendship, in which it will never happen in this video, I am going to make sure that Travis and Berto will become good enemies. It's a good thing that those two girls over there does not care as the boys gets more and more rowdy. And they're fighting. Berto lost. Travis speaks a lot. Huh. Looks like Berto is also beaten up and got the dazed woodlet, I think. And thus, Berto and Travis are enemies. Oh! Looks like Berto threw a drink at Travis too. So, pop quiz. Ta-ta-na-na. Okay. So, which of the acts did Berto commit that constitutes the crime of slander by deed? Is it A, when Berto told Scott that his mother is a llama? Or B, when Berto fought Travis? Or C, when Berto threw a drink at Scott? What's your answer? If you chose the letter A, then you are wrong. The correct answer is letter C, when Berto threw the drink at Scott. So, let's look at the facts of this scenario. Right from the start, the acts of Berto is all about shaming and humiliating Scott. Then, this act was fully performed when Berto threw the drink at Scott in front of this young lady. To wrap up our video, we are now going to answer the question of whether or not Berto committed the crime of slander by deed. So the answer is yes, Berto committed the crime of slander by deed. Under the wisdom of Article 359 of the Revised Penal Code, slander by deed is committed when the offender performs any act not included in any crimes against honor, that such act is performed in the presence of other person or persons, and the performed act casts dishonor, discredit, or contempt upon the offended party. In this case, Berto threw a drink at Scott. The result of Berto's act humiliated Scott in front of other people. The elements of slander by deed are present, hence Berto committed the crime of slander by deed. And that's it. If you guys have a better answer, please put it in the comments below. I think that is going to be really helpful to any law students who will by chance get lost in this video. So I want to remind you guys that slander by deed happens in the performance of act. But if you just throw insults by words, then that is not slander by deed, but another whole level of felony. What is that felony? I am going to maybe explain that in the future videos. So click that like button and hit that subscribe button. And see you guys in the next video. Bye.